Chips later on.
So you like the
And it's-
Omegaverse?
Hold on! Wait! Wait!
She about
And
to
it's one of-
fucking
let me
rock
finish!
out your ass.
Let me finish! Hello and welcome back to another episode of Fujoshi Hour. With me for this episode, and for every episode, is Minty and Daanny.
Hello.
Hello. What's on the menu for today?
Have you guys noticed the increase in YAOI manga turning into anime recently?
It seems like it's been a trend that's been happening more and more often.
Like, I literally remember a couple months ago I was reading Titan's Bride, and then 2 months after that it was an anime.
Yeah, actually, like the first time I heard about Titan's Bride was actually the anime, so I went to go check out the manga or the comic, and then it was actually published on Coolmics. And then after that, I'm just starting to see all these ads from Coolmix. I'm just like, why? They actually have like a section of a lot of hentai and yaoi animes. And I was shook.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wait, what site is it? You know, for research purposes?
What?
What site was it for research purposes?
Coolmix.
Research, huh?
Yeah, strictly research.
Coolmix. So like comics, but like it's cool mix.
I hate it.
You have to pay for it though. It's mostly paid. Like you get the first chapter for free, and then every other chapter is 50 cents, I think.
Worth it.
50 cents.
Yeah, it's a lot cheaper
Yikes,
than
Alex.
Lezhin though.
We don't talk about Lezhin. I've wasted enough money on Lezhin.
Same.
No, but they got worth it. Worth it comics on there.
Have you
It is
guys
worth it,
have you
but
guys
oh
read
my God.
Man of Virtue on it?
It sounds familiar. What's it about?
Oh, okay. Okay. So these are like two coworkers. They've known each other since childhood, I guess. And so like I guess they had like a crush on each other, but they didn't want to like admit it. And like the main guy didn't want to admit he was gay. So then all of these years go by and they don't make like the first move, and then they end up working at the same company. And then I actually don't remember, it's been such a long time. But like
Wait, is this the BDSM one?
Someone made a wish.
You're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So then the uke now can see the seme's like thoughts or like fantasies. And so and then like he can only see it as long as he's close to him, like maybe 5 meters. So then he just sees it all day long at work about his like BDSM fantasies.
Wait, no, I do actually remember this one.
What the
Did you finish it? Because it's like it just ended.
I don't think I finished it. I think I got like a couple chapters in.
Oh, yeah, I paid for the whole thing. It was a lot of money.
Was it worth it? Is the ending good?
I'm still waiting for some free coins, like, cause they give it out like weekly. So then, I'm like 1 chapter away from the ending. I guess it was okay. Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't know if I can say it's worth like over $100 though.
I just remember reading it, and the main character was like, he thought that the fantasies were from the other guy. Is that right?
No, he knew. It was like, why am I only getting these like lewd fantasies when I'm like near this guy? It's like, or like, yeah, why is this happening to me? And then, so then they work together, and he's like horny all the time because he's seeing all these fantasies. And
Horny on main. Send him to the horny jail.
And then they like work through things together, and they're like childhood. Like, why didn't you say anything? Why did you just leave? Blah blah blah. So So then they end up falling in love, and now they live together.
That sounds a lot like another webtoon that I started reading. It's called Like a Stranger.
That sounds familiar.
It's by the same person who did Make Me Bark.
Oh,
Don't
oh
know
my
that
god,
one
I
either.
hated Make Me Bark. I'm sorry, I just can't enjoy it.
Like a Stranger is basically, it's the same premise where it's the childhood friends thing, and you know, one person always likes the other person and they don't want to admit that they're gay, and then low-key rapey vibes, and then they realize that they're gay.
Isn't that like half of yaoi though?
Yeah,
It's
they're
a
not
fairly-
gay, and then low-key rapey
Yeah.
vibes, and then
Yeah.
Dude, that's like that's literally why I hate majority of yaoi, because it's just like yaoi in a nutshell. The first 5 pages, they're like, oh, who's this guy? He's kind of hot though, but no homo, because I'm not gay. But then he's like, they get it together, and then it's like, they fuck. And then it's like, oh, maybe I do like this. And then he just shoves it in and be like, yep, it's a thing now.
that classic trope. There's always like 2 routes. It's either they're both gay and they know it, and then they start the relationship, or it's one is not gay and the other's gay, and they're trying to hide it, and then bam, rapey vibes, they're gay.
It's fine sometimes when it's like, oh, it's just because they fell in love with like the right person, right? But then it's just like so overdone. And then most of the time, they just like, I'm gonna put my dick in you now, and you're gonna like it. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I feel like it's happened so many times that I'm used to it now, but if it happened in reality, it's like, no, go to jail.
Like, consent is sexy, okay? This ain't it!
Say no to the rapey vibes, boys.
Oh man.
And girls.
Have you read anyone that's like zero rapey vibes though? Because I don't feel like there's actually a lot of that around.
Yes. Yes, there is actually.
Yes, Umi no Stranger.
I haven't
It
watched it.
I
recently
haven't
got
watched
made
it
into
either.
a movie, but I read the manga because the mangaka also did my favorite shonen yaoi manga, Yuki no Shita no Qualia. Zero rapey vibes, no rapey vibes at all. Highly recommend.
Is it cute, wholesome?
It's
consent
cute,
through the
it's-
whole thing.
It's cute, it's wholesome, it's got the growing up shit, it's got everything. It's really, really good. Highly recommend. I don't know what they did to the movie though, but the manga, very good.
Yeah,
I think I saw the poster for it, and it's the same. I don't know if it's the same author, but it's at least the same artist who did Fushi.
Uh-huh.
What's
Did
Fushi?
that come out this season or last season? It's that one where I read it a long time ago. I haven't seen the anime, but there's this entity that when something dies, it's able to take its appearance, and the entity gets a name, Fushi, and he just goes around experiencing life with all these. But he becomes friends with the people, and then they die, and then he takes their body and he goes around. It's like a self-searching sort of storyline.
The name was something world, right? At the end of the world? No?
Yeah, I can't totally remember. I just remember that the main character's name is Fushi. And
He has
he's got
white
hair. Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got-
white hair.
Yeah.
That's how I remember.
Yeah, but no, we need like more wholesome yaois, man. But like, I do remember reading. Have you guys read like Sasaki to Miyano?
No.
No? Oh my god, it's so good. It's like the trope though. It's like, oh, I don't know if I'm gay kind of thing. But like, it's so wholesome that it's just very good. And I think that the anime is actually coming out. I think it was like announced that there was going to be an anime. So. And I'm like really excited for it.
It's nice that so many yaoi shit are getting made into anime lately. It's good to have it in a different medium.
Mm-hmm. Have you guys read Here You Are.
I don't think I've read it.
It's so good. Yu Yang is probably my favorite yaoi character. Cause he's
Does he have white hair?
no, I think he has black or brown hair. But he has glasses.
The shame.
He has glasses. And he's like so openly gay that he's just like, yeah, I'm gay, so what? Like, this is who I am, kind of thing.
That sounds like the Yarichin club.
No, that's a different
I'm
type
openly
of
gay
like.
and I love it.
This is aren't they just like a club?
They
Well, it's a high
are.
school club, right?
Yeah, no,
It's a high
I've
school.
read it and then I also watched it.
I didn't know there was an anime for it, but I read it when it was still getting published. And I was
See?
just like,
Oh.
what the
Okay.
fuck is this?
When it was still being published, it's still being published. Because the
But that's
Like,
what
author,
I mean.
When it towards the beginning.
That's what I mean, though. It's like suddenly you're reading all these manga, and then a couple months or weeks later, you see it on my anime list, and you're like, wait, is getting an anime?
but they're not like
Yeah.
the full adaptations. They're all just like short ones or just OVAs.
I thought Yarichin Club was 12 episode one. Or is it not done yet?
No, Yarichin Club only has like 2 episodes and it's done.
Oh, what?
Aren't they also like short episodes?
No, they're like
Not the full
20,
24
no,
minutes.
they're like 26 minutes, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, but they only adapted like certain chapters, so they didn't do the whole thing. Yeah.
I see.
But actually, speaking of adaptions, I think my favorite one for this season is the Kumoko desu ga nani ga? The spider one. Isekai spider.
Oh.
No, I think
The
my
So I'm a
favorite.
spider, so what?
Yeah, the double so one.
It's
Like, I
good,
remember
yeah.
reading that one like 4 or so years ago, and one of my friends who I was in class with, she was like, oh, you're reading that one? I heard the anime's gonna come out for it. It's gonna be in 3D. And I just looked at her, I'm like, why? No, don't make it in 3D. And then it finally came out, and I started watching it, and it wasn't, like, the parts that were in 3D weren't so bad. And I was like, I think I'm slowly starting to accept 3D animation more for anime.
I feel like they're also just doing a better job at it compared to when they first started.
Okay, no. What is that anime that came out that was by Crunchyroll? No, not Berserk. Berserk,
Wait.
that one.
Was
The other
was
one by
Was it
Crunchyroll.
like
It was
2016 or 2017? The really, really horrendous CGI.
it was just horrendous.
Yeah, I want to have hope for all these Berserk fans that they're gonna get like a actual adaptation, like Mushoku Tensei. Their production level, holy crap! Their production level is so high, and it's so like,
high for
entertaining.
trash.
Okay, I
Oh
can
my
see
God,
why
I
it's
was
trash
so
because I
mad.
read the manga, and I absolutely hated the first 10 chapters. But the anime makes it more forgiving, and maybe I'm just trash, but I don't know.
Yo, I told you guys this before. We were talking about it, and I was like, Mushoku Tensei is basically it started the isekai genre.
Wouldn't it be SAO?
No, SAO came out after.
Dude,
Really?
SAO isn't even an isekai. Get out of here.
It's not an isekai, but people think it's an isekai.
But it's not. It's not like he died.
He should have died. Oh my god. Would have made the light novel 10 times better.
Keep to be fair, I am an SAO fan. I do like the first season. First
They
season was
should
good.
No. They should have stopped at the when they finished and the second, or like when they finished the first core of it, because they continued after episode 13, and it's like, why? Why did you continue it? He was already
fairy
out.
shit.
He was out of the game, and then he was gonna go find Asuna. But no. And it just fucking continued. He's like, I'm gonna play a different game, even though I almost died in this one.
Yeah, anything to save his waifu. Please, just save the waifu that has 0 personality. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't understand. I'm gonna get hate for this. I don't understand why people like Asuna as a waifu.
Dude, it's because she has tits.
I don't.
Yeah, but there's so many other characters that have tits too.
It's because she has no personality, so you can mold her to however you want her to be.
Self-insert.
I
It's
don't
literally
even.
self-insert.
I don't even know if I can have an opinion because, like, out of everything I remember from SAO, Kirito and Asuna, I remember nothing. I don't remember a single trait from them.
They don't do anything. They just sit there and they're like, "Oh my god, you can make sandwiches? I love your sandwiches. Wanna fuck? Wait, wanna adopt a kid?" And you're just sitting there like, what the fuck are these two doing?
Yeah, I just
But isn't that
remember
the whole
like
point?
their adopted daughter, YAOI. And then I also remember them fucking, that's it.
They didn't show it. They implied it.
Yeah, they didn't actually like do it, right? But I remember it being
Well, they did it.
implied that they did. Or something, I don't know.
But isn't that the whole point of Isekai? Like, they're supposed to be such blind characters so you can self-insert yourself into it.
But that's why I like characters like Rimuru from Tensura. Because
Baby
he's
slime.
yeah. He has enough intelligence to want to kind of achieve the things that he wants to do. And his ideals aren't like stupid.
Yeah, but that's why the series does so good. So like in Mushoku Tensei, you know, the main character actually has a personality, same in the slime one, and also Kumoko. Like they have actual personality and they tend to do better than you know, washed out characters.
Oh my god, we're gonna get so much flack for shitting on SAO. That's okay, I'll keep on shitting on it.
No, I love SAO, don't get me wrong. I love SAO, but sometimes the characters can be bland. Like, you've got main MC that's overpowered, bland waifu, big titty cousin that's kind of a sister.
He was just like a freaking pay-to-win character. He was a beta character, wasn't he? A player?
Yeah, they called him a beater. Because he was a beta cheater.
Wait, that's what they called him?
Yeah, in the first or second episode after they get shut down, one of the characters just like, "You were a beta tester? That makes you a beater because you're like cheating. It's a cheat. You know what's gonna happen."
I don't remember that at all.
I thought he called himself that when he like ascended to the next level. He like turned around and then he like waved his little cape in the back and tried to look cool and shit and was like, "I am the beater."
Yeah, because one person was like, "You're a beta tester," and someone else was like, "You're a cheater," and then you got beater. He's a beater.
It's so stupid. Oh my god.
Oh, but if you're talking about waifus, you know, there's... Dude, Jujutsu Kaisen has the top tier waifus this season, okay? You can't at me.
Jujutsu Kaisen! Oh my god!
Okay, but the thing I love about Nobara is, okay, during like episode 15 or 16, I don't know if you guys got that far or if you guys are caught up, but like
I caught up with the manga.
She was fighting the witch. I don't remember her name.
Oh yeah, no, the lolly witch.
Yeah, the blonde one.
Yeah, the blonde chick.
But then she's like talking about like female ideals and like in male dominated places and then Nobara is just like, yeah, they would probably want perfection out of women, whatever, because they get criticized for almost everything they do. And then Nobara's just like, yeah, but I like it when I'm all dressed up and pretty, but I also like it when I'm strong and fighting. And I'm just like, oh. Maki, I love her.
I love
so
Maki
much.
so much.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not gonna be happy here. Just let me fucking leave. I don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Not gonna lie though, I didn't really like the younger sister when she first came out. But the way that they developed that character is very good. I like a lot. I approve.
Okay, I'm not up to date with the manga, so
It was in the anime. Yeah, they explained it in the anime.
oh,
I know,
true,
right?
true,
Like,
true.
she tried her best. Why are you shitting on her all over? Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
but
when they
you
showed it,
know,
I was like, oh, I feel bad now. Okay,
when you
yes,
can't
yeah.
align with family traditions, you kind of want to get out, right? So that's what she did. Have you guys been watching Horimiya though?
No. Yeah, same. I dropped it a long time ago.
Oh, okay. But you know, like Hori always makes fun, like their entire family makes fun of him for, I don't know, being like deadbeat. I don't even know. I don't think so. Don't think he is, but and they always treat Miyamura better than the father. I'm like, oh no. Because they're like, oh, when the dad came home, they were like, oh, I don't think we have enough cups for everyone. You know, there's one for Hori, the brother, the mom, and then Miyamura, and then it's like, and then what about the dad? Yeah.
Is he DILF though? Haha.
Dude, I'm so excited for Boku no Hero Academia Season 5. You're missing out on
Alright.
on Aizawa content, bro. Yes, if we're talking about DILFs again, he is one.
But he has dad energy.
Yeah. Oh, you know what else? Just because I remember when I was like editing episode 1. You know how you said your first yaoi manga was Kuro Neko, right? Kareshi. So there was this, I think it's an OVA that came out in February, and it included Kuro Neko Kareshi, because I was wondering why the hell it sounded so familiar. Yeah.
Sorry,
like-
OBA?
Yeah, an OVA. It's called Six Lovers.
Like
It-
ABO?
No. OVA.
Oh!
Wait,
Yeah, it's only like
it has
a
an
whole
animated
show, though.
version?
Cause like what Six Lovers is, it was delayed for like 4 years or something, but it finally came out. But the thing is, it has like 6 different franchises within the episode. So Kuro Neko Kareshi was one of them, and then 10 Count was also included in one of them.
10
So it's only
count!
22
Hell
minutes
yeah!
long, the whole
Oh!
episode. But they like,
What
yeah.
the
So I don't know,
fuck?
you know, just to let you know if you wanted to watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
But
watch
yeah,
it right
10
after we
Count
do
is
this.
also
I'm gonna
getting
go
an
watch
anime
it.
adaptation. Just
I'm not looking forward to that.
lol.
The rapey vibes are strong in that one.
I remember. I don't understand. I just know he's a germaphobe. That's all I can remember.
Yeah! Yeah, no, the way he gets over it is...
No. It's like, aside from like the rapey vibes, because that in itself is just a whole different conversation. But you know, like how they just get right to it, right? To the banging.
Yeah.
They don't. Most of them don't fucking use lube. They don't prep, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, that's another thing. How in some yaoi or in some manga or webtoons or whatever, not all of them show the prepping, but some of them do. And it's like, why don't all of them just show it? Bad sex education. I swear to God, more like this ain't 18 and over. This is more like 15 and
I'm
under.
sorry, 15 and under.
So like, I don't.
Yeah, I know. I said that. I was like, wait.
Oh my god.
Well, like, we were under 15 when we first read it, right? So I'm just saying.
You can't
I'm just saying.
apply those rules to everybody.
Okay, it's fine. We don't need to just
Safe sex education.
just close that.
Yeah, no,
But yeah.
I feel like you should just add in the prepping and then the aftercare. Two very important parts of sex that often gets left
Dude,
out.
too many BDSM ones I've read don't have aftercare, and it fucking boggles me. And they don't use freaking safe words. They don't even discuss it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I feel like some BDSM manga aren't like BDSM in the way that it's BDSM. It's just like they're using the things that you do in BDSM to portray this controlling behavior. Like they're just assholes.
Yeah, no, because
it's
like
not BDSM.
The whole thing is just like, oh, I'm dominating you. You are the seme and you are the uke. That's what it is. And I'm just like, no, that's not what BDSM is.
That's not the point. That's not what this is.
The only good kind of representation that I've seen is probably BJ Alex. You know, like the side couple. The
side couple.
Oh, right.
They're in
Yeah.
And they actually use freaking safe words. Like,
the side couple is in a BDSM relationship?
Yeah, don't you remember?
No, I didn't read it. But hell yeah.
What?
Oh my god.
What? You need to read it. What the?
She needs to go read it now.
Oh my god. I thought you read it because like all of us read it. It was like it kind of went viral. That's why. From the yaoi community.
I'm not really in that.
No, but like just to give like
the main
it
couple
was so
is not a BDSM.
Like, it's not the main couple.
Yeah, it's a side couple. And Chan
But do they
Woo,
get screen time?
Best fucking character. He's like.
But do they get screen time?
Yeah, they do.
They do. They get like side chapters.
Side chapters. Huh.
Well, like, it's like during the main story, you see them kind of like 2 pages here and there in the side, and then they get their own side chapters.
Yeah, so like after the series ended, they got like a whole different side story to them.
I'll think about it.
Oof. I read it twice.
I'll think about it.
No, but like, just to give a snippet of how like proper it is, I think the sub he's like with a whole bunch of other doms, and then one of them like beat him really bad, and then he went to the main story's dom, and he just like he lost it because he's like, this is not what BDSM is supposed to be. And I can't remember, did he like go and beat up the other guy, or did he just like tell him not to go back ever again?
No, he okay, they were in like a session, right? They were doing their play. I don't know, something like the other guy, the side guy did, and MD didn't really like it, so he kicked him out of the session. And he was just like super humiliated, and then the side beat up Chanwoo.
Okay, so he did beat him up.
If I remember correctly. Yeah.
I mean, for those of you watching, you can go read it yourselves. But like, just coming back to like the rapey vibes of, you know, yaoi sometimes, what about Omegaverse? There's some big rapey vibes in Omegaverse.
That's just like the setting that they were forced into, which is why I probably don't like Omegaverse that much.
If we're gonna talk about Omegaverse, though, can we get a definition on what it is for those that don't know? Because I feel like it's probably more well known now, but it's still not as like.
Yeah, I honestly didn't discover it until like maybe 2 years ago.
Well, I mean, sometimes if I think Love Shuttle has one where in the beginning there's an insert of what alpha, omega, and beta is. But basically, it's like a
No,
it's
Love
like,
Love is an Illusion also did that too. They explained like the world of alphas, betas, and like omegas.
I mean, yeah, there's like the small few. They put like a little insert at the beginning just so, like, you know, if you've never read it before, you know. But basically, it's where societies are split into 3 different genders that you're born with, and it's a dominance hierarchy. So you got alphas at the top, and then betas are in the middle, and omegas are at the bottom. And there's like this whole pheromone thing that betas can't. Like, beta is like a regular person. It's like you or me right now, just regular people. But alphas are like taller and stronger, and they have like pheromones that attract omegas. And omegas are generally just like smaller, cuter, like type things. And like, it doesn't matter if you're a girl or a boy, but you can be an alpha or an omega. And if you're a omega, then you can give birth and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
Which,
so
you know,
they
using
have,
this
like,
for the yaoi trope.
oh, it's just.
Okay, I'd also like to just kind of point out that this whole premise is built on the fact that it's generally later into the future, right? And it comes along with humanity not having enough children. So they set up this secondary gender for people to have more children, regardless of
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, they don't like set it up like some like chemical warfare thing, but it's like supposed to be an evolutionary thing.
Yeah. But like, even with the whole explanation, it's just creepy.
I just don't like the way that the alphas treat their omegas. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, so
I own you, you're mine.
Oh my god, it's so nasty. There's this thing where alphas and omegas will do to like become a quote unquote pair. They'll like bond to each other or some shit,
the bond
and
thing,
they're
right?
generally like, yeah, they bite them on the neck.
Yeah, they bond, and then that's technically their soulmate or whatever it is.
Exactly, and you're not supposed to get out of this thing because it's like who you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life. And essentially, the alpha, like at this point, owns the fucking omega, and it's just like creepy vibes.
I think Love is an Illusion explains it really well in their story, where it's like they didn't know that they bonded like this. I don't know. There's 2 types of bonding depending on what story that you're reading, but one of them could be the neck biting, or the other thing could be like a
emotional bond.
Yeah, like an emotional bond. And what happens in Love is an Illusion, they didn't know that they emotionally bonded, and then they like separated for some time, and then suddenly they throw at you like, oh yeah, if you stay away from your bond too much, then you'll like die or something, like from loneliness or something.
Yeah,
like your body needs them.
That's so unhealthy for a relationship.
But the thing about omegas, though, one thing is solved from the things I hate in yaoi. They self-lubricate.
yeah, that's true.
I guess they don't have to worry about loose ends. That's the only
I mean, if
thing.
it's an omega, they do.
Yeah.
But if it's a beta or another alpha...
What? Wait.
Yeah,
how?
you didn't know that?
No.
Because omegas are supposed to be like... it's like the female gender.
Yeah, I hate it.
If you're an omega, you're then like...
Wait. Okay, no, that doesn't make sense. Wait, where is
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? They get pregnant. What else do you want?
The male can get pregnant from the pussy.
No, but like... I don't... Okay, wait. M-preg, first of all, just doesn't make any sense, right? Because it's like, where are you storing the kid when it's growing? Like, inside your ass? I don't understand.
No, I think they have like special anatomy.
Okay, you don't have to make sense of Omegaverse, okay? It literally doesn't make sense in itself.
Like, is the man a chicken now? Like, we shit the kid
that's
and the
okay.
thing out
That's basically what it is. They take on very heteronormative roles.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you hate Omegaverse so much, right?
Yeah, no, I really, really don't like it because it feels like a very bad attempt at fitting a heteronormative relationship into a gay relationship or a lesbian relationship. With the whole, like, domination of the alpha and the submission of the omega in a way that's not really, like, consensual most of the time because it's just forced onto you, right? You don't have a say in it.
Yep, that's just the
I mean,
whole
yeah,
world.
but there is one that I was reading the other day. I think it's called Unromantic, where the Omega has the higher hand, and the Alpha is following him around.
Yeah, no, I read one where it was like this Omega is using the pheromone shit to his own advantage to pressure this Alpha, and they essentially flipped that relationship over upside down. And
Yeah, that's another thing, the oppression with the pheromones.
exactly, it's just not very comfy.
And like most of the time, the Omegas don't even want the Alphas. But
then it's like the whole thing where they're a dominant alpha and then they use the pheromones and then it's like, oh, I'm going into heat. I can't, like, oh, I must submit.
yeah, but it's literally against their will. And I'm just like,
It's like
no,
rape.
no,
It's
no.
literally rape.
There's no consent.
Alright,
Please,
I'm gonna
please, consent very
reiterate this.
sexy.
Consent is sexy, alright? Y'all need to get that through your heads.
The funniest thing this was a while ago, but I was in this friend group, and we were talking about consent, or consensual sex, right? And at this point, somebody brought out this image that was like a pillow with a yes on one side, and then the no on the other side.
Why is that such a good idea?
So it's like, if you want to fuck, if the person says, hey, do you want to fuck? And you lift up the pillow, it's like, yes on one side.
Wow, that's like a very straightforward method.
It makes sense though, right? It's good. And you know, you can like repurpose the pillow to do other shit, like lift up the hips and whatever. It's just like,
oh my god.
it's a good thing to have, you know? It was very good. Very, very good. Is there anyone here that actually kind of like likes Omegaverse? Because I know I really hate it.
I on the fence. I hate and kind of like it. Like I can,
What
I
are
can,
the
I
parts
can,
that you like about it?
I can see the appeal because like after they get their shit together, they're actually an okay couple from what I know in Love is an Illusion, because I've seen really wholesome Omegaverse. I think they're Omegaverse. But yeah, they have kids.
So you like the Omegaverse without the Omegaverse?
Okay, well, I like it. I don't like the rough starts, but like what Minty said, I do like the relationships later
So
on.
you like the
And it's-
Omegaverse?
Hold on! Wait! Wait!
She about
And
to
it's one of-
fucking
let me
rock
finish!
out your ass.
Let me finish! It's one of those things where it's the only type of storytelling that shows them going into like marriage and having children. Like I rarely see that in other webtoons or manga, and I'm just like, I really like the family aspect of it. And you know, not to play into my fetish, but Omegaverse is modeled after, you know, animals.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yes, we
furry.
know.
Just
we
to
know.
be clear.
We know Pyunni is a furry. No, I
Yeah,
can see
no.
it because they're I guess not speaking from experience, but I know that lots of gay homosexual couples want children, but they can't because a lot of like, you know,
I mean,
obstacles
That
that they have
comes
to go
with-
through.
that just comes with a whole bunch of homophobia, right?
Yeah,
Like, I feel
well,
like we're already seeing more kind of development in terms of the relationship aspect. If we're comparing YAOI nowadays compared to like YAOI like 10 years ago. So like hopefully with more time you will be able to see more of the homosexual relationship actually going into the family aspect, and then like the after the relationship aspect and getting married and shit like that. But it's still not legal in Japan, is it?
I think some parts
Um,
of Japan
Some parts?
are
yeah,
still.
some parts.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure because
Uh-huh.
I think that law is governed municipally, so every area is kind of different. But I'm not entirely sure because I know some parts
I
are
mean,
still
when,
illegal, that they don't allow same-sex marriage.
When I went to visit Japan a couple years ago, the homestay family that I stayed with, her uncle, I think, he was a transgender, and he was engaged to his fiance.
Hey, nice.
Oh, so
I don't know, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
that's good. Good for them. But isn't it kind of weird when you see a lot of because they have a whole district dedicated for like love hotels. Don't you find that kind of like contradictory that they're like not that open to talk about sex or whatever, but then they have so many of these places where you get it, basically.
But isn't that because of the whole they don't have enough, like their birth rate is really low, and that's why there's a lot of abandoned cities in Japan?
That's what I was
towns.
just gonna say, but Canada itself also has a really, really low birth rate. The only reason we have enough, we're able to keep the growth rate like relatively stable right now is because we have so many immigrants coming in.
Well, you can say the same for Japan,
But then
because
Japan doesn't have that because they're so closed off to.
They get a lot of
Well, I
foreigners.
can't say that. That's a little.
Well, I mean, it's super hard to get a visa for Japan.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
really
hard to get a visa for Canada as well. You can either get the studying one or the working one. Like, I'm not completely sure because I was just looking into it with a friend a while ago, but it looks like it's pretty complicated here as well.
True.
I guess getting a visa in any country.
Yeah, basically, it's hard.
Or you can take the marriage route.
Oh my god. That's what happens in Omegaverse. You came here, you got into heat, like it's over. You live here now.
Isn't that marriage
You are
fraud?
mine now.
Isn't that illegal?
It is fraud, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But actually, this is really funny because I think it was a streamer chick. It was some kind of like YouTuber influencer kind of like those kind of people chick. She like publicly tweeted out, she's like, yeah, no, I married this guy in Canada and then divorced him just to get the visa. And everyone's like, what the f***?
Wait, why did she think that was a good idea to put that on the internet?
Because she's stupid.
Oh my god.
Yo, some people.
Wait, this was on Twitter? Of course it's Twitter.
I think it's Twitter, yeah. Imagine, first of all, thinking that it's an okay thing to do, and then second of all, thinking it's an okay thing to, like, post on social media.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, even on things like Twitter, I think... I don't use Twitter that much, but do they censor stuff on there? Because I did hear, like, you have those accounts that just post, like, straight up NSFW posts.
Oh,
do
yeah.
they have to censor?
No, you don't. You absolutely don't.
They don't?
It's, like, full-on, like, straight-up hentai.
They have like a protection thing where you can my entire profile is sensitive, so then you would have to click I'm over 18 kind of like thing and be like show sensitive material.
Yeah, no, it's inside one of the settings where you check a box and it'll automatically show you, or you have to go through the warning every time.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of warnings, I have my account on Not Safe for Work.
Of course you do.
Do you post YAOI on there?
Oh, no, I don't. Well, should I?
Why is that not surprising? Why did I expect you to have an account for that?
I don't really use it. It's more so like when I get really horny over Gaius because he's really cute.
You need to let it out somewhere.
Your top
Yeah, no, like
Gaius.
you know this is off topic. I was looking into like a mouth dildo.
A what?
You know
Sorry, say that again? A what?
You know how there's like ball gags? Yes? Are we on the same page?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so there's like ball gags, right? But there's also things where it's like a dildo that you stick inside someone's mouth, and then there's like a strap around the face.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so I posted I posted a picture of that on my Not Safe for Work account. And then I said some things along with it. But that's the kind of shit that goes on my Not Safe for Work account.
I don't know why, but as soon as you said the mouth dildo thing, I was just like, if that was in a yaoi, how would that be censored?
I mean, you don't have to censor it because it's in the mouth.
Oh shit, okay, no, but then there's the whole, like, before they put it into the mouth.
Do they censor dildos?
Actually, Pyunni did a moment.
Wait.
She thought the mouth was see-through.
Well, no.
the X-ray tag.
Yeah. The X-ray shit.
Okay.
That could
So
be a thing.
if it was showing,
I don't think they do
Like-
the X-ray for like mouths though. It's only for the asshole.
Wait, but have you guys noticed that there's like 2 or 3 different ways that every webtoon always censors things, or else they just don't censor it at all?
dude, don't you love it when glow?
The glowing lights.
Yo, he's got a lightsaber.
I hate it. I hate it here.
Yo, it's either that or they just try to put as many black bars as possible. Like, no, what is that? I don't know what that is.
The best
Alright.
one is the one where they have like 2 black bars over the mushroom.
The
part
head,
of
the head part of
Yeah,
the.
just like the top and like the.
Yeah, no, my favorite censorships are no censorship or just the one bar. Cause like the mosaic just looks like a fucking turd. Like I don't understand.
How does
Yo,
it look
you
like a
just
turd?
erase the body and like this guy's taking a shit.
Yeah, I just, it just doesn't look good, man. I just don't, yeah. Even a light, I'd rather take the lightsaber over the mosaic.
I mean, it has to do with the censorship laws and shit, right? Like in Japan, you're not supposed to have this kind of material.
Yeah. But it doesn't, does it say how much you're allowed to show?
I don't know.
Because
I
I
guess
because I know
go with whatever
one.
feels the most aesthetic.
Yeah, because I know like some authors tend to have multiple kind of different censorships. Not in the same like chapter, but like in different works. Or I'm unsure.
Then
maybe
it
it's
has
just,
to do with like the publication company,
or just a stylistic choice.
or maybe there's like a law that's like if you're looking from from this angle, you have to censor this.
Oh my god. They just have like a list, a document list of like different types of censorship. Must use glowing lightsaber for this angle.
It's part of the Constitution.
Oh yeah, they just have
Oh
it.
my
Law
God.
number 342.
That's terrible. I hate it. Thanks. Can you imagine going to law school and this is what you learn about? Oh my god.
I would
I'd
assume
understand it right away.
I would assume that sex working and like porn is also part of the law. So, you know, it's a win-win.
Is it legal in Japan?
Sex? Or paid sex
Yeah.
or whatever? Prostitution? No,
Yes,
it's
sex
not
is legal in Japan.
It is not legal,
Is
man.
sex legal in Japan?
What? Like some policeman walks into someone's apartment and hits them with the horny stick. That's illegal.
Horny jail.
Go to horny
Go to
jail,
horny
Bonk.
jail.
Actually, I'm not entirely sure for Japan. I know in Canada, it's illegal to buy sex, but it's not illegal to sell it.
That doesn't matter.
Like, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because the law is that sort of law is there to protect the sex workers, because they're already a vulnerable group. So then they're punishing the ones who buy it, but not the ones who sell it.
Wait, but if you can't buy it, then how are you?
Yeah, see, it's convoluted, but like they won't punish the sex workers, but they'll punish the people who buy it, because the people who buy it are usually not a vulnerable group. Yeah, that's why they don't need the protection, and you know, prostitution's legal most places anyway, so.
Okay, according to Google, in Japan, prostitution or like the exchange of sexual intercourse for money is not legal, but other types of sex work are illegal. So like, offering shit like oral in massage parlors and stuff.
Is this Japan or here?
Japan.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know. All of my law education in Japan is from manga, so I doubt it's that accurate.
Oh my god, speaking of education though, like okay, so you know that we had like sex ed at school, right? But like,
Yeah, our
Yeah.
incompetent sex ed.
I would say it's still better
Did you know
than
this is a
America.
condom?
I would still say it's better than America, but yeah, ours were like okay, but the most sex education I got was actually from porn.
I mean, the
yeah.
sex ed that we got wasn't sex ed. It didn't teach you how to have sex. It was like, how do you protect yourself when you're having sex?
Well, that,
the
and then
actual,
it also taught you about
fucking
like
portion is,
menstruation, right? That's part of sex ed. But like
All I can remember from sex ed is that Daanny and I and another friend were all sitting at a table, and they had, they separate the boys and the girls, and they had brought us into this room with a TV so we could watch the whole, like, your body is developing, you're gonna have, like, periods and stuff. And then all three of us are just sharing the piece of paper that they handed around, drawing fucking anime characters all over it.
This is grade 5, right?
Yeah, it was grade 5.
Yeah, it was back in elementary. Okay.
The other thing I remember though, it wasn't even actually sex ed because it was grade 9 science class. You know how we had to watch during our like reproductive unit or something? We had to watch The Miracle of Life.
I actually don't remember the grade 9
science. Okay.
By that point, I was already watching, like, straight up, so I already knew it. I was like, alright, cool.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, dude, you were, like, standing right next to me in class.
Oh, was I? I don't remember.
We were seat mates, you fucking idiot. No, like, baka. So overused. Use the more elegant way of saying aho. Okay, no. Cause
Are you into aho because it sounds like a hole?
What the
Yo, let her finish her story. I don't remember. I want to recall.
Yes, living on with my story, Daddy.
No, continue with your story, Minty.
So the Miracle of Life video was actually very graphic because it was literally just a documentary on a woman giving birth, and it was like the camera was like literally up on her vagina. I like looked away, so I don't actually remember seeing it because, like, it's so bloody and it's real people, and I don't know how educational that would be.
I think I don't remember it because my parents never lied to me about, like, where babies came from. Like, she straight up said it came out the coochie, and I was like, alright, cool. So I was never too concerned with it.
Yeah,
your mom would do that.
Oh my god! Never had that like the talk with my parents,
I think I just blocked it out of my memory or something because I have no recollection at all.
Oh my god. It's funny because I never actually watched the Miracle of Life video because they put me in like the special class in grade 9.
You mean the advanced class, not the special class?
Yeah, sure, the whatever advanced class.
There's a difference.
I don't care. And our teacher was like, you guys have been watching, everybody has been watching this Miracle of Life video like year over year. I thought I would get you guys a different one, so I watched like a much more toned down version of it.
That was probably more educational because I just remember so many people screaming when they saw the video. They're like, "Oh my god, there's so much blood!"
I don't really
Well,
care.
I mean, like, it's a room full of like 13-year-olds.
Yeah,
I teach first aid, right?
That at 13 though, or at 14? Or are you 14?
You get used to it. But I teach first aid, right? And part of the first aiding, you're supposed to teach the kids about like how to deliver a kid in terms of like emergencies. So we watched this essentially like a first aid version of Miracle of Life every single time. And I'm just like looking at it and I'm like, she's screaming, but I'm like, she sounds like she's in a hentai kind of screaming.
Why is that your first thought?
Like, I remember one time I was so tired that like that thought just shot through my head and I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I don't think that was good.
Bro, that thought is the reason why pregnant genre porn is a thing. That thought right there.
No, but she was giving birth. Like, she was screaming in literal pain.
Why?
I don't know what that says. That either says, like, hentai voice actresses are really good, or I don't. You know what? I don't know.
I don't know what it says, but either way, I'm scared to
we
find
just
out.
don't know. We don't kink shame.
I don't want to. I do not want to find out.
You're right. We don't kink shame here.
Yeah, I don't judge. You guys can be into whatever the fuck you want to be into, man.
Okay. If we're talking about
I will.
kink
Thank you
shaming-
very much for the consent.
But if we're gonna talk about kink shaming, though, this is the only.
Oh yeah, no, actually, I do
Serious-
kink shame.
Oh.
Yeah, no, like the people that hold abusive relationships out to be like the ultimate relationship, like they think it's an actually good relationship. Yeah, I fucking kink shame because it's wrong.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Cause like the only series I remember reading
Yeah.
that like the fandom just had me like confused was Killing Stalking.
Killing Stalking.
I was like,
Oh my
what is
God,
happening
Killing
to this fandom?
Stalking.
It's clearly Stockholm Syndrome. It is not a romance. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. What am I?
No, but
What are all these comments?
like people actually like thought it was like a good romantic relationship. Actually, even the author themselves, they stepped out and said, "I do not think this is romance."
No, I remember the exact panel at near like the ending where they're like, if people think, because it was like a police officer or something, if people think that this is like healthy, or like if you're still in love after everything that bum went through, then that's not love or something like that. And I was like, say it louder for the people in the back.
Yeah, say it louder for the fucking idiots. Oh my god.
I just want to know who these people are that are just like, what? Okay, this relationship is literally, I see that you like me, I give off rapey vibes, I bring you to my house, I lock you in my house, I hurt you. There's a lot of offenses here. He can go to jail for many, many years. And not to mention the whole, oh, I killed somebody, help me hide the body. Excuse me?
Oh man, because like,
Yeah.
I remember how distinct Bum's transition was, because he was kind of a stalker, right? Because he liked Sangwoo. Sangwoo, is that his name?
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. But like, he went over to his house, and then he discovered that he was keeping a woman captive in his basement. And then he was like, oh shit, gotta get out of here, right? But then no, fucking ankle's broken. And then he's like, you can't fucking leave now. And then it's just like, okay, after 2 weeks, he's just like, gotta figure out a way to get on his good side so he stops fucking hurting me, and then escape the fuck out of there. He's like, nope.
Yeah, no.
And then, like, something happened, he starts fucking him, he found a hole, that was his hole. And then,
Yeah.
and then he just started, and then Bum is just like, maybe I do like this guy, but it's really not, and it's not.
It's just Stockholm Syndrome, like,
It is.
encapsulated
Full-on
in one
Stockholm
fucking
Syndrome.
webtoon.
Oh my god.
Like, there is
but
no...
that's like another yaoi trope, Stockholm Syndrome.
but the thing...
You're right.
Like, it's not funny, but like...
You're right, though. Like, the mind break shit, this is like mind break, but Stockholm Syndrome.
Okay, mind break is
Like,
good when
literally,
it's
I think-
consensual, though.
No, what?
Wait,
No, there
consensual
are
mind break?
There are consensual mind breaks, because, like,
Well, no,
It's
because
very
they're in
little,
an
though.
established relationship already, right?
yeah,
And it's just
then...
like the hooking them into like the too
Yeah.
much thing. But this is like, this is not that, you know?
Yeah, this is not it. This ain't it, honey. Like, fuck that shit. Oh my gosh.
Like, why
literally
do
ain't it,
people
though.
think Stockholm Syndrome is cute? It's not cute.
Because all these, like, they like the tall, dark, mysterious bullshit. Why
Yeah,
do you...
tall, dark, mysterious, will kill you in your sleep. Like,
Yeah. Dude, that just reminds me of that TikTok I showed you.
what TikTok?
Which
The
one?
TikTok I sent you. About, like, it was like, okay, the guy that tried to kill you, what do you look like? And he's
That's what I
like,
was about to say.
Oh my god.
what do you say?
It's like, actually, if you replace those good-looking characters with some ugly bum bastard, it is not cute.
But even then, because people just get like confused. They're like, oh, but he's hot though, so it should be good. I'm like, no.
No.
Actually, this is really, really funny.
What?
So, you know how, like, Instagram will show you, those webtoon ads for, like, the app sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
So I saw one, when I was scrolling down my feed. And it was like, and I looked through it, and it pretty much had this, setup where this chick is getting sold to the slave market after being fed a bunch of aphrodisiacs. So she's like super, super horny and shit, right? And she gets sold to this like old fat guy, who's like the ugly old Oji-san type.
What are you reading?
It was just an ad.
Oh, okay.
And the Oji-san, the mob Oji-san is like about to rape her and shit. And when this other guy comes in, who's like this tall, dark, mysterious type, as you said, and he takes her, and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm saved!" And then in this carriage, he's like, "I can't hold on anymore. I gotta fuck you." And then she's like, "Oh, I'm saved!" And everyone in the comments was just like, "You realize he's doing the same thing, right?"
Yeah.
Like, just because it's a hot guy doesn't make it any better.
I think I've seen that a lot in like hentais too.
It's a lot of hentai. It's like
Yeah.
a very hentai trope. Yeah.
And it just makes me sad. Oh, yeah, Metamorphosis. That just made me cry. That was just.
It literally went from, ooh, like, horny boy vibes into, oh, this is getting kind of serious to, oh my god, she needs help.
And then it just at the end is like, oh,
Yeah.
did she die? What just happened?
Literally, me reading that story came for the fap, stayed for the emotion.
No, it's like
I went because
came
everyone
for
was
the
talking
fap, and then you
about it.
just got hit in the face with feelings, not even stayed for it. I was just emotionally
When she got
damaged.
kicked out of her house because her mom found out her dad was raping her, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like why did?
Yo, that's another thing. Like, every hentai, it's always like the mom gets mad at the daughter, and it's like, what happened to protecting your family and uplifting other women? Why you got what?
It's not even just about uplifting other women. It's like believing the victim, and I'm like, you clearly are gaslighting her. Like what?
No, not even that. That's your child. Like, you raised her. What the fuck? That mother should know more than anybody else what her daughter is like. It doesn't make any sense.
But then you also have to remember that the wife married the guy for like way longer than they've had the child, right? Maybe that's what it is, but holy crap, it just makes me so angry.
No, but it's always a stepdad.
Is it?
Well, I mean,
Am I gonna make a stepbro joke right there?
Yeah,
No,
no,
it
it's always
wasn't.
like a stepmom if it's a guy, and then a stepdad if it's a chick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Doesn't make sense.
stepbro.
No.
Oh, or the cousin. Oh my god, the cousin.
Oh my god. No. You know, but that's the extreme side of things, but then you have like the good side of hentai webcomics where it's like sexercise. That's a pretty good one.
Okay.
Consent, good art, great, or like alright
Safe environment,
story.
right? Yeah, I guess so. I don't remember much from it because there was barely any plot.
Well, like the whole the quote-unquote plot for this one is that the main character used to do judo, and then he quit judo and he started gaining a bunch of weight, and then he's like, okay, I want to start losing weight. So he goes to a gym, and then he finds out at this gym, to lose weight, you have sex with other gym members.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then it's just like all the other gym instructors are just like, oh, now how can I get with him? That's like the whole plot now. I didn't actually get that far, but like, and like,
well, like the whole subplot.
yeah, and I also
Yeah.
have to question how legitimate these exercises are, because they're not gonna pull the right muscles, right? They're not gonna exercise the right muscles. There's no way that you can get fucking 18-pack abs from the
No, it's like a regular gym plus your sexercise session.
Yeah, but
you have to
but
sign up
all
for
we
it.
see, all we see is just him having sex. There's like, when does he actually work out normally though?
Not true. They do show after the session he's out there working regularly.
His
with the
his
trainer.
Okay,
his
I give you that.
aftercare is actually just working out.
It's just more
I mean, like
exertion.
there's no like real, there's no like real plot holes because they do show when they're in their sexercise session that they're like stretching out and massaging each other, and then they do the deed, and then they go shower, or like I don't even know if they shower after. Sometimes they do, and then they go and do the regular exercises.
Wait, so you don't shower and you just go for it? Oh my god.
I don't know. It's not. They don't say whether they do or not. Like
Oh,
sometimes
okay.
they do, sometimes they don't.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Some other
I
good
don't know
ones.
how-
Okay, so
though.
we've seen.
Some other good like hentai manga. Like, have you guys read The Missing O?
Which one's that one?
Okay, so it's like these group of women who the O in Missing O is basically like orgasm. So they're missing the orgasm, right? So you know how like
That's not good.
tendencies that women have a harder time achieving orgasm than men. So then that's what the whole story is about. So this is like their journey. These three group of girls, women, are just like on their journey to find the O, like the big O, basically. And then it's actually a really nice story because there's like relationships that are actually kind of healthy. Yeah. And so the main girl, she achieved her first orgasm like 7 years ago, and she's been trying to look for it again. So she's been like promiscuous, having sex with all these people until she tries to find out who that person was, but she was drunk, right? So she couldn't remember who it was. Yeah, and then they end up together. That's the story. And then you
That's
have
so
the
sad.
side couples.
I don't know why, but as you were explaining that, it reminded me of another one I was reading where it was like a 2-chapter thing. It wasn't like a series or anything, but like a demon of some sort gave a girl the ability to stop time. And so she took that. Oh wait, no, was it a guy first? No, I think it was the girl first. And basically the whole premise is that she would stop time and just go to all the guys in her campus, using a university, and she would either have sex with them or jerk them off, and then as soon as she unpaused time, they like, all the pleasure hits them at once, so they basically go into like some shock of some kind if she did it more than once to them. And the whole point is that she meets this, or like she stops time and she finds this one guy who has like the biggest
Bro.
lightsaber schlong you've ever seen.
Bro.
She does them like a whole bunch of times. Like I think she stopped time for like a week or something like that. And then
What the fuck?
she comes out of the time thing, and this dude is just on the floor in his own fucking puddle of like. And then so that's chapter 1.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
okay.
And then chapter
In
2.
chapter one.
And chapter 2 is the demon guy comes around again, and he gives the time thing to the guy that she like really liked, I guess. But they don't know who each other are. She just like did it one and gone. So this guy has the time stopping now, and he goes around fucking other girls trying to find her. And eventually he does find her. You know?
Oh, because he liked the orgasm so much.
Yeah, I guess
What
so.
the
Like he just wanted to find her again.
I see.
And like at the end of the whole story, like they find each other, and then they do their business, and then it turns out that the demon guy had been giving time-stopping watches to like a whole bunch of people, and it like time skips a couple years forward, and you just see everyone with a bunch of babies.
Oh my god.
They can still get pregnant in time stop, and it's like, what the fuck was the story? I don't even remember what it was called. Like, that's just in my head.
Uh-huh. What other hentai webcomics have you guys read? Anything that comes to mind?
Well, considering we've gone to the extreme left of like Stockholm Syndrome and, you know, killing stalking type stuff, over to the other side like Sexercise and like the one that Minty was talking about, I feel like the chaotic middle would be something like Household Affairs or Desire to Kill.
No, but Household Affairs and Desire to Kill just have shitty plot all around. Just made no sense. The ending was just, what the f***?
Yeah, the ending made no sense, but like, it's the chaotic neutral in the sense that like, some things happen at the end of the story where you're like, how the fuck? And then like, in the beginning it's like, there's consent, you know?
She's cheating on her husband.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, yeah. But at least she consented.
That's true. You know,
I don't
if
think
we're talking like
she
concession,
consented to die. All right. At the end, you know, in Household Affairs.
I mean, no spoilers.
Nope.
No spoilers.
That like.
Oh, okay.
No, like, oh my god, I remember reading through the whole thing, and then like years later, I was like, how the fuck did that end again? So I reread the whole thing. I still hate it. Still hate it. So fucking dumb. Oh my god.
I mean, like, just disregard like the last 7 or 10 chapters, and everything before that still good.
If you like hot trash, yeah. Sorry, what?
Have you guys read S Flower?
Yes. Didn't finish it.
I finished it. And the ending was absolute trash. I started following that one really, really early on because somebody on Twitter posted like one screenshot of the younger brother. Do you remember him?
She has a younger brother?
Okay. So essentially S Flower is about this chick who's like a dominatrix. And all the guys around her are for some reason all subs. And they like posted a picture of this younger brother who's one of the subs on Twitter, and I saw that and I was like, he's good. I like him.
Which guy? I don't remember this because okay, the thing about S Flower for me is that I tried reading it and I just absolutely hated the dom. I'm like, why the fuck forcing everyone except for like his her childhood friend who clearly really likes her, and then she's like, nah bitch, fuck off, and she's like, I have problems. Okay, yeah, and then I stopped reading it like 5 times because I just can't.
I've continued reading it because it was one of the few hentai webcomics that actually had like quote unquote BDSM in it. Like, it's not very well done, of course, but it's like it follows the rules better than most will follow. So I kind of stayed, and at the ending, pretty much everything it was building up towards, all the plot, all the story, the ending just said, pretty much went ahead and was like, fuck that. I don't know what I've been talking about the last like 70 chapters. Guys, go take a nap, and then everybody come back and we'll pretend nothing has happened. It's so stupid.
Wait, what? Wait.
So if you're gonna read S Flower, just don't read the ending as well.
I think I only persevered to see her get with the brown-haired guy, because that was the guy that she accidentally fucked in the club bathroom, right? And he clearly wanted that sort of relationship, but then it took too long because she was like so confused of who the heck she actually like fucked with the dildo.
That guy that she fucked in the club, it was somebody else. In the end, it was somebody else. But the guy that you're talking about right now, I actually hated him the most.
The brown-haired suit guy, right?
Yeah, the brown-haired suit guy. He's the older brother. His younger twin brother is the one I really like.
Are you talking about the blonde twins?
Oh, yeah, wait, the blonde one?
Yeah, I'm not talking about the blonde twins.
Who's the brown-haired one?
The suit guy who kind of like
Who?
stalks her at her flower shop.
Oh! Wait, was it him?
I only read like 30 chapters, 30 or 40
I don't remember,
chapters.
it's been a while.
So yeah, I was like wondering when the heck she was, because she gets with everyone else, her childhood friend, her ex, and then the two twins before, and he still hasn't even shown up where I am. So I'm just like,
Yeah, because he's a
what the
fucking
fuck?
stalker.
She like fucks all these dudes, and then just be like,
Yeah.
oh, you're not the guy that I'm looking for, so I'm gonna just bye. And then I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? And I'm like, where's the correlation?
I don't know, man. What?
Okay, question for you guys. You've read a lot of hentai manga, right? But have you guys ever like read it in public before?
Yes.
Big yes.
I'm too
Yes.
nervous to do it in public, so I have not.
I remember you know how we have a group Discord? I messaged you guys in the group chat and I was like, I'm reading this, and I think it was a yaoi, it was like a fanfiction, a hardcore explicit fanfiction, and I was like, yeah, I'm reading this, and there's this kid beside me, and he's like right beside me on the bus, right, and I'm like, and all of you guys were just like, wait, why are you reading that thing on the bus with somebody beside you? I'm like, it's my phone, I can't read it.
Yeah, but isn't that like borderline public indecency?
I mean, if they're looking at my phone, that's their problem.
But you are in a public space.
Yeah, but it was like fanfiction.
But like the thing, I get even nervous to freaking watch anime in public.
I mean, every time I do it, it's either when I'm sitting, you know how in the back of the bus there's those 4 chairs that face each other? I'll only read it if I'm sitting behind those set of chairs or in the very corner of the 4 chairs.
I was sitting behind the chairs, but there was somebody right beside me.
Well, like, I would position myself, like, I would, not on the side that faces the front of the bus, but the side that faces the back of the bus, I'll sit on the inner chair and just, like, angle my body slightly.
Try to be all secret.
Yeah, either that or I'll sit at the very, like, very, very back of the bus in, like, that corner area, and then, like, again, just, make myself face. What did I say? What's the word? Diagonally? Rotate?
Diagonally, yes.
English, I forgot it.
Yeah, but like I don't know, I get even nervous to like watch anime because you don't know when a fan service shot would pop up or like someone will do something to something.
I mean, like, if it's anime, I'll straight up watch it. I don't care if fan service shows up. Like, if someone behind my shoulder sees it, cool, they got a free show off of my data. Nice.
I don't read it in public, but like I was almost pretty close of having, I think, my parents finding out that I was like reading it. Cause okay, so you guys read it at night, right?
No, I read it all the time.
I'll read it in the day.
No, like
all times of the day, I'll read
like
it.
I'll read
before,
it whenever I want.
like before bed, and then you'd just be like reading whatever, right? And sometimes you would read yaoi or like hentai. And then I fell asleep with my phone in my hand once. And like, you know how, I don't know, my finger was just on like the image, right? You know how like the link pops
Oh
up?
my god, don't
Be
tell
like,
me
what do you
about
want to do with
share.
it? Open in a new tab or like share.
You shared it?
So, no, okay, I fell asleep. I had no idea what I was clicking.
You shared it with your
So then
parents?
it clicked because it's at the bottom and my thumb is on the bottom, right? So the share, it clicked it and it said share to Snapchat. So then I woke up and then I turned on my phone. I was like, what the heck? Why is it I'm just blindsided by this image of tits and fucking whatever. And I was like, why is it on my Snapchat? But it wasn't sent. It was very close to being sent. Because you know how you have to like
Yeah, should I
edit.
press it? Yeah.
You had to like, you could edit it before you send it. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
Oh my
I've never
God.
heard of a closer call. That has actually happened to me too. I didn't send it to anyone, but like I'll be reading it and then I'll fall asleep and like, you know, I'll turn on my phone to see what time it is. And the first thing I see is like some tits and ass. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And then I was,
Surprise myself in the
Yeah.
morning. Well, thank you for joining us on this week's episode of Fujoshi Hour. Feel free to join us next week where we'll talk about how shoujo lied to us.